Hello, everybody. So, over the past few weeks, I have had the pleasure of being able to play Space Hulk Deathwing before I go into work. Just because I want a little bit of stress before I get stressed at work, right? A little pre-stress. And if you're unfamiliar with that game, essentially, it's a game based in the 40k world. We are a Terminator squad of 3 Angels of Death. And you're pretty much on a mission to secure gene seeds from the Caliban's well. Now, I was pretty dead set on completing this game. I'm about 13 and a half hours in. And then I got to an escort mission, and I said, you know what? Fuck this. Any game where there's an escort mission, you lost me. But up until that point, it was really fun. The thing is, like, the game starts out pretty slow. I'm not going to lie. You get things like bolters, obviously, and a power sword. And you really, especially at the higher difficulties, it's tough to stay alive. It really puts into perspective the whole Gene Stealer takeover and what, we saw it in Space Marine too. But in this one, it just feels way harder. It feels so much harder. Granted, you don't have support of all these other guardsmen and all other Astartes and everything. But as a Terminator squad, you really get torn apart. You can get torn apart really fast. Broodlords, they'll come up to you and just punch you in the throat. And you'll drop dead. Brother Barakiel, that guy, oh my fucking gosh. He was a liability, but I'll be honest, this is the first game that I've ever played where I, later on, felt like a liability to the bots. Barakiel, if you get the Thunder Hammer on him, he's good. He ain't going down. And then, of course, Brother Nahum, he's usually... I like to keep him as the healer. You need heals throughout this game. Now, I really like the way that this game was done. Like I said, it starts out slow, but as you progress and unlock more and more weapons, things really, they start to pick up pretty quickly. Like I said, you'll start out with a regular bolter. You can move up to the storm bolter, the assault cannon. Now, in America, that's what we call justice. This is Texas justice. You get things like the heavy flamer, which just annihilate your screen. You can't see anything. You think Darktide's bad with the fire? This shit blinds the hell out of you. You also can get the Redemption shotgun, the plasma cannon, which every 2 shots overheats. Like I said before, the Thunder Hammer, which in my opinion is best on Barakiel. He'll just stay alive. That guy will just stand out there and tank shots. He is a little bit stupid sometimes. Like right here, but he's dependable. Now if Nahum gets out there and he gets punched in the head, yeah, you're out of heals for the rest. You're out of heals until you can use a side gate charge. So pretty much how that works is you have a maximum number of heals on the higher difficulty. I think it's like 6 that you start out with, and every so often you are able to go back into the side gate. You get 3 charges of that where you can go back, re-gear, heal anyone that's been, taken out of the fight, and you get a full heal, recharge all the heals. I like the way that they did that. I think that's really fun. I think it adds definitely a challenging aspect to the game. And then, of course, you start getting into like the heavier weapons, later on, like the Mace of Absolution. Guys, I got the Mace of Absolution. I bet it's absolutely smashing. Ooh, if
I had a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land, I'd hammer out danger, I hammer out a warning.
The game also really does a great job with like missions where you have to extract. If you're down on your side gate charges, your healer dies, and it's just you run into situations like these, and I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh my god! And I also just think that they really did a good job of, like most 40k games, they did a great job with fleshing out the world. Doors don't even exist in this freaking game.
Bring on dude to the other side. Bring on dude to the other side. Bring on dude, yeah. Why, yeah.
Except for the big ones. And I'll be honest, when you're unlocking the big ones, it kind of sounds like there's a monster stomping towards you, and it scares the shit out of me every time. And then, of course, you get skill trees that allow you to stay alive longer. There's like a psyker tree that lets you learn magic spells and stuff like that. It's really fun. And there's a few funny moments. Like, there was like an AI voice that I thought was pretty funny.
Destroyed many nests that were supplying the enemy with constant reinforcements. As the aliens fell before our assaults, we gathered more precise...
And, of course, Brachial being Brachial. You know, just doing Brachial things. So, you almost done there, bud? Alright. Yeah, go ahead and take a rest. I know it's hard work. Yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, you should probably stretch it out a little bit, you know? You're doing some hard work here. I think the only thing that really pissed me off about the game was the fact that, like, the objectives are so far away from each other. And the map is kind of a little convoluted. Like, you get used to it. But there were times when I would walk across the map, realize that I couldn't go the way that I was gonna go, even though the objective was right on the other side of the door, and I would have to go all the way back around. Little annoying. Son of a bitch. Run all the way over here. I actually have to go all the way down here. And all the way over there. All in all, I mean, I'll probably come back and beat it, but it was a fantastic game. I loved it. Really immersive, super enjoyable, and fun. Hope you all enjoyed watching. See you guys in the next video. And try it out if you haven't tried it. See ya.